Hello, I am Nilesh Avare, and today's topic is what is a regulatory body, different important or major regulatory bodies, and roles and responsibility of the regulatory body. So let's start with the definition of regulatory body. The regulatory body is a government agency that regulate the specific field and set standard to check whether they follow standard or not. It means the regulatory body. That means it is a government agency. And then second is the major or important regulatory bodies over the world. In that, first is a America, that means USA. For USA, the regulatory authority is US FDA, that means United States Food and Drug Administration. This regulatory authority regulates the all regulation, compliance, and guidelines in USA. And then second is a MHRA, that means Medicine, Healthcare, and Medicine, Healthcare Product and Regulatory Agency. It is a regulatory authority for England or UK, and this regulate the all regulation in UK. And third is a Europe. For the Europe, the regulatory authority is EMA, that means European Medicine Agency. It is a regulatory authority for Europe. And then fourth is a Australia. In Australia, the regulatory authority is TGA, that means Therapeutic Good Administration. It is a regulatory authority for Australia. And then last is a Japan. For Japan, there is a Japan Ministry and Welfare. Japan Health Japan Ministry and Health Welfare. This regulatory authority for Japan to regulate the regulation, guidelines, and standard in Europe. And last is for India, that is a CDSCO, Control and Standard Organization of, sorry, last is a India, that is a CDSCO. This all about the major regulatory authority of major regulatory authority behind the world. And then the roles and responsibility of the regulatory authority. The major function of regulatory authority is to regulation, compliance, and guidelines. These are the three main function of regulatory authority. In that, first is a regulation. Regulation means it is a law. Means they check the whether they follow law or not. And if they do not follow the law, uh, if they do not follow law, they provide compliance for that country or the organization who do not follow the law. The compliance is a penalty or imprisonment because they do not follow the regulation. And last is a guidelines. Guidelines means it is a standard for all regulation for all regulatory authority to follow this standard during the uh, during preparation of some new products and etc. And these guidelines are compulsory to follow because it is a regulation and set by health ministry. So it's all about the regulation, compliance, and guidelines. And also regulatory body check whether the good stand GVP follow, that means good clinical practices, good pharmacovigilance practices follow by pharmacovigilance organization or not. This all about the regulatory authorities and roles and responsibility of regulatory authority. Thank you.